All right, it's 10 minutes with the Boogeyman.
Yeah. Fuck, what else is new, Tanner? Tell me everything. You've been dodging me for months. Been dodging me for months. Yeah. And now we got 10 minutes with the Boogeyman. Finally, I gotta pay. Are you announcing me as your sponsor now?
Today the podcast is brought to you by the Boogeyman.
Yeah, I bought him that poster.
Yeah.
And I like the new poster. We got a new set here. But you know what? It's actually suiting because I have a new luxury phone. I got the iPhone 11 for free, and I went in there and they end up stealing about $300 from you when you get a free new phone. But I did get it, and it's high quality, and so I'm looking forward to all of its capabilities. Because really, I went in there because all your fucking memes take up all my storage of my phone, and I can't go back and delete them. It'll just take too long. And so I blame you for me having to spend $300 on a new phone. That was free.
We took a hiatus from everything for like a year.
Yeah, well, because fuck, man. Like, guys don't show up to fights when they're supposed to.
Well, apparently being nice doesn't work.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we took a different approach last year. It didn't work. So, we're back on the memes again. We're back on the memes and the trash talk. Dylan Carmen, he was like I chirped him for no reason. Like, he was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, the white Bengal tiger. And I should have said in his natural habitat because he was kind of lounging around like a big cat. And, yeah. And he was like, oh, here we go again. I was like, no, I'm going to stay focused this time, Dylan. I'm focused on the gorilla safari hunt. The gorillas live in the safari, or are they jungle animals? Jungle, probably, eh?
I would guess so, yeah. But you just wait till after the next couple months, Dylan. We'll get you.
Oh, yeah. The white Bengal tiger.
So, yeah, we took a little bit of a hiatus, and then one day you decided you're going to come back. 4,000 memes later, none of them posted.
Well, Tanner, I like to keep my cards close to my chest sometimes, and you're quite eager. And I can't really be honest, which I enjoy more, posting the memes or torturing you by withholding them. So, because you do good work. Tanner does all my memes, and he is very, very talented at it. I feel like if you got a job in like the digital imaging market, I would feel somewhat responsible because we've made fun of so many people over the years. Has built quite the resume for you.
Yeah, I do have quite the portfolio now. I do charge Dario every time he reposts something, though.
Yeah, you should. You should charge it. And you know what? He's not going to pay you. He still owes me $35. I sent him a shirt. He tried to defraud me by sending me this fake American transfer type thing. It was like, buy this Nigerian gold and then you'll get your $35. I was like, fuck that, Dario. You're a liar.
All right. So we've added somebody else into these memes as of late, and his name is Django.
Yeah, we got Django. Yeah, I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting him, but I might have. Seems like a nice fella. He wanted to get involved, and you know what? It doesn't take much to get involved. If you ask, you probably won't get involved. But if you indirectly ask by accident, and I feel like it will provide everybody with some material, and I can roast you a little bit, I'd love to get you involved, and then you can regret ever talking to us or bringing our name up. Because you know what? We were talking last night. You mentioned the Boogeyman 3 times. He's going to show up like Candyman, right? And the bad guy, you just got to say once, he's going to show up. You don't have to say it 3 times. You just wear his hat, or call the show, or ask for, what was Dario's old show called? 30 Seconds? Or that? No, that's his sex life. Never mind. Oh, Zing! No, what was it? It was like a brief second with Super Mario Dario, the Super Dario Mario.
The Super Duper Dario minute.
Well, he's telling me he's retired, but I know he's a liar, because if he was retired, he would not be in the gym. He'd be fat like Madonna, and that'd be sweet.
He's saying he's retired from boxing right now, because I know that's a lie.
he says that. He says it, right? Because he's frustrated. He hasn't been signed with anybody. He's not getting fights, and it can be frustrating sometimes because you got to find the right fit. Because guys are like, oh, why don't you just fight? It's like, okay, well, you got to get the right promoter, the right situation, people behind you. Otherwise, your career, it's not like other careers where you just don't like it and you don't get a pay raise and then you quit and go do another job. It's just in this sport, if it's the wrong fit, you might end up with fucking brain damage.
Like I told him, I said, Dario, tell me the 5 guys you want to fight. We'll get one.
I'd like to see him go into MMA personally because he has this wrestling background, and I feel like, he could do some damage in there. And so I think we should make a big push to see Dar. He can go down. He can train with Perry. He's got an excellent coach, Michael Perry. You get him in there. You could obviously call Uncle Dana there and get him on a show. And I'd like to see Dario go do an MMA fight. Maybe. I think we should get that going. Why not?
Fuck it. Let's start it.
Yep. Let's do it.
Dario's retired from boxing. He's going to MMA. You heard it here.
Yep. That is a fact. And that has been fact-checked because I am the closest person to Dario. He will lie and tell you it's somebody else, but it's definitely me.
Yeah. He can wrestle the pants off any dude, trust me.
I see what you did there. Nice one.
So you are finally getting back in the fucking ring.
Correct.
When is it?
As you can see, I'm getting my hand wraps already here. This is quite the process. So, I don't know. Are we allowed to announce the date? I'm pretty sure Mel said we can announce the date, right?
She said we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Hell yeah. I like doing whatever we want. April 3rd, I'll be making my return to Edmonton. It's been 2 years due to betrayals, mostly from Dario. And, I'm really excited to go back to Alberta. And it kind of fits with our Western theme.
Mm.
If you catch my drift. Nice hoodie there. I'm actually getting some more made up. I've actually linked up with a clothing company. Holy fuck, I'm ADD. I am ADD. I gotta focus. Okay, what were we talking about? Boxing, April 3rd. Nice. Okay, boxing, April 3rd. Priority number 1. Yes, Stan Surmacz Ahumada. Really nice guy. Very talented boxer. He's got an extensive amateur career. I think he's got 70, 80 fights. And did quite well and turned pro a few years ago. He's now 12-1. His one blemish he avenged. And as far as I know, or he won one and lost one, I can't remember. But, very talented guy, very athletic guy. He can dunk a basketball, 6'3", 240, now that I'm, getting on in my boxing career, not that I'm old or anything, but just that I'm getting some experience, I want to fight tough guys. I want to fight real guys. And to me, it doesn't make any sense to start above me, just because, I haven't been in the ring that much. And, those guys are in those spots. And until I earn it to get a shot, I'm going to do my thing. So Stan's ranked one position behind me. I think we're 3rd or 4th in Canada, depending on what you look at. But, I think it's a very good fight because I think everybody thinks he's going to outbox me. He's got a lot more experience, and he's very athletic, and he's a big, strong kid. I think I've seen him deadlift about 500 pounds and dunk a basketball. So athletically, we definitely match up. And, I think it's going to be a very exciting fight is what I hope it to be because I like to have exciting fights. I don't care about eking out victories or grabbing guys or running or all this shit. It's like I want fireworks. The people of Edmonton deserve it. I don't think the economy is doing that great out there, so I appreciate everyone to buy tickets. I have about 10 friends who've been buying tickets to all my fights that have not happened, so I'm sure they're expecting a fight, and they have said they will be there. And I've been randomly, creepily inviting people from Edmonton all over the place. So it's just, if you get a random DM from me and you're in the Edmonton area, just know I'd really like you to come to my fight.
I'll be there.
You have experienced many of my creepy DMs.
Yeah. My kids will be there.
You bring both of them?
Yeah.
Sweet.
If we're going to do a live fight for my son's first fight, it might as well be yours.
Correct. That's good. I like that. Very cool. So, it's, very special event.
Who knows what the fuck I'll be doing there? I'll be running around there like a crazy person.
Well, hopefully you get like a matching suit for him and just put him in like the little bouncer thing and just roll around with him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, agreed. Just like I have for little baby Dar. I'm actually going to adopt Dario. We're in the process. So I will have full custody. And, me and his mom are not going to get back together. No. And I'm going to adopt him full time. Wow. And we have an agreement in the works. So we should do a podcast on that when it happens. Because he has to come here to do it and get sworn in as my son.
Like, if you need a responsible adult to sign off on that, I will 100% do it.
Nah, we'll just pick up some homeless person, get them to do it. As long as they got an ID, I think we're good.
Should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
So what the fuck has been going on then? We've got the fight. We know you're fighting Stan. Well, let's do a little backstory on the Stan fight, though, because like 2 years ago, Stan's ex-coach, Kenny Lacusta, said he wanted Stan to fight you. Ken Lacusta called you out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but then like they were supposed to get in the ring and do it, and then it didn't happen. And then I was supposed to fight him back in like 2 Decembers ago, but I was unavailable at the time. And you know, it's been one of those things. Like I know he wants to fight. I know he wants the challenge. I know Mel wants to do the fight. But you know, boxing is like a fickle sport. It's kind of weird. It's got to be like the right time, the right place. And you know, I was sitting around waiting because you know, like my biggest pet peeve is when people say shit and then don't follow it up, and then you know. So with that being said, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna call him out online and see what happens, and it was effective. And so, if anything can be learned from this experience, you just act like a big idiot, and people usually get roped into what you're doing if you got lots of followers on social media, which is clear. If you know, you look at the Logan Paul fight, KSI, bunch of idiots who can't box, just yelling at each other and stealing everybody's money.
Yeah, they made a lot of money doing that.
Yeah. At least they actually fight, which is more so than what a lot of these idiots. They just make fight posters and talk a lot of trash. But these guys, they actually fought each other, so at least they have that going.
Whatever. I don't even know what to say because Jake Paul just fucking fought too, but it was terrible.
Yeah, so like it's a one-trick pony. It's like do your one and then you know vamoose, right? Like if you want to go make your money and get around a lot of hype and you actually legitimately have a problem with someone, like yeah, for sure, go fight it out. But you're not going to make a career as a boxer, a sideshow, because you know enough guys get exposed as it is who are real in the sport who started young, because it's one of the hardest sports you can do, I think, on the planet. And so people think they can just jump into it at any age is a very difficult task, and you're going to face a lot of resistance along the way.
I would have more respect for it if the Zone actually put on like a YouTube card where like YouTubers fight YouTubers. They didn't have Billy Joe Saunders on the fucking undercard, or there's no world titles being defended, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's one way to do it. Yeah, but that would also be like a circus sideshow, like just a bunch of shitty fights. And like a lot of trash talk, which is kind of getting played out. You know what I mean? Like people are getting sick of like you know this fucking Conor McGregor routine. Because even he was a little bit different in his last run, right? Like if you're gonna be like an idiot like that, and then you're gonna get humbled, you gotta like reinvent yourself. Because I've done it, and you know, so like if it's a legit beef and you guys were just saying like how you feel, perfect. And my thing was calling Stan out. It wasn't like I have a personal problem with him. He's a very nice guy. But, you know, it's just a fight that I believe that should happen, right? Because, you know, you have to fight everybody in your hometown, everybody in your province, everybody in the western or eastern part of your country, and then move on. You know, like I jumped up really quick, jumped into the mix of things, was fighting, the number one guy. And, you know, it didn't go the way that I want. So I just restarted. Work my way up, and now, much like the story of the Revenant, I'm going to crawl out of my own grave and seek revenge on everybody, starting with Stan.
And then eventually kill the bear.
Are we allowed to say
that? Probably not. Well, we're going to anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it.
That happened in the Revenant, didn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
Moving on.
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about today?
What else do I want to talk about? I've been training very hard. You know what? There's not a lot of crazy stuff going on. I've been quite focused. I've reinvented my Instagram because I got sick of just posting like just the same shit that I was doing every day. Because I was like, you know what? I go, maybe some people like this, but I'd rather like, you know, put my time and effort into like more quality posts, more valuable. I don't feel like I post or do stuff because I have to. I just do it if I want to, if it's authentic. And so that's one reason why I've been pretty quiet. I've also been quite busy. I've been doing a lot of stuff in the CBD industry, which I find enjoyable, but we'll talk about that later. Training is going good. I have been very consistent with my training. I actually am very excited to showcase my skills. And you know what? I think it's time that Canada had a real champion and who fought everybody all of the time. And so I would like to be putting on fights all the time. I want to fight for some belts. I want to, make some headway in the sport, make some noise. I think 2020 is going to be the year to do it. I've been changing up my strength and conditioning. I've just been getting used to the boxing training because I did football stuff for so long. And so a lot of it's trial and error. And, my body reacts differently to different things. But I feel like I have my nutrition's really dialed in. I'm actually working with my old crazy roommate, Shane motherfucking Beatty, SMFB. And you know what? He put me through some shit the other day. Like, I was not expecting that at all. Like, the first day I was kind of, but he put me through like this hour-long circuit. And this dude, he's like basically like Alan from The Hangover. Like, he can barely take care of himself. But then when it comes to football and strength and conditioning, he's like a fucking mathematician or whatever. And he has got me dialed in. I'm looking forward to working with him. I'm actually going to drive down there tomorrow and go train. And I'm really excited because I've been moving really good and training is going really awesome. And I'm excited to fight all of the time and fight everybody this year, Tanner.
Do you want to talk about the other thing that's going to go on with that fight, or do you want to leave that for another day?
You know what? We could touch on it, but we don't have any confirmation on it, One thing that I would like to do this year is fight for the Canadian Championship. Because to me, I believe, historically, that is a position for a tough person, like everybody knows, obviously, like some of the former champions. And, I want to be remembered as a guy who went out and fought everybody and earned it, and so hopefully that comes up, wink, wink, in the future. And I feel like, if that comes up as an opportunity, I'm going to jump on it.
You know what I miss? I miss the days when you were in that weird house with Shane and you would make your shakes like this, and the ceiling was 6 feet tall.
Yeah. No, now I got the trailer, man. I live out in the fucking woods. I really enjoy that, actually. I like being out in nature. I chop my firewood. I got my little wood burning fireplace here. It's very cozy, and nobody bugs me. And I don't really have any neighbors that I'm in contact with, although they have seen me howling at the moon.
Okay.
I bet you could do a podcast on my neighbors and the weird shit that I'm doing out here, and I like it personally. But you know what I did do? This is something we can talk about. I've been doing some breathing exercise. My buddy, good long-term time friend of mine, got me doing the Wim Hof breathing exercises. What an effective technique at relieving anxiety, depression, just calming you down. I feel more oxygenated, more rest. I had a very nice restful sleep. So big thing that I'm doing this year is health nutrition, like a lot of health benefits. I'm cutting things out and adding things. I'm going to try some, sea moss or something like that. I've been doing some reading. My buddy Jimmy gave me some information on the health benefits of sea moss. So I'm being very strict with the diet, very strict with the training, and I feel like I'm going to get a lot more out of it this year, myself specifically.
Are you doing the cold training too? The Wim Hof cold, taking the polar plunge?
You know what? I'm going to give that a shot tomorrow, man. I was going to do it today. I ran out of time. I forgot I had to do a personal training client, but I definitely want to do that because I got a nice trail by my house. I got a nice waterfall, and I feel like it is a huge benefit. I'm going to start doing the cold showers and just kind of easing into that. I like to break the ice. It's cold. It's supposed to snow here today, although you do live in Antarctica. So for me to say it's cold here, you probably laugh at that. Mm-hmm. So do you find it interesting that you're going to look like Sean Connery? And Dario's gonna look like
Nick Cage,
Nicolas Cage, because we did the Face Age app and it was uncanny. Like, you guys look like him in the movie The Rock. It was uncanny.
I'm not mad at looking like Sean Connery. Sean Connery's a bad motherfucker.
I want to know can you do the accent?
No. But I'm gonna figure it out by the time I look like that.
I like it. Sean Connery, when he did the skit on the Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live. That's one of my. I don't even think it was him. It was somebody playing him. But if you're gonna study Sean Connery, I would suggest doing it. Somebody else playing Sean Connery, making fun of Alex Trebek on Saturday Night Live.
Well, at least I have something to look forward to. Dario has absolutely nothing to look forward to, looking like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be good. It's good. I feel like a lot of memes coming on. So like we have a lot of different themes. We have a lot of different people to trash talk. A lot of more people. We're getting some new people involved. Some old new people. We're revitalizing a few characters, and I'm looking forward to getting weird at night. Fuck! I hate it when I drop.
I did. I enjoyed making the John Wick one. That one was fun.
Yeah, a lot of positive response. Because it's somewhat accurate. I don't think Stan would kill my dog personally, but you could always insert it as a metaphor, right? Like the dog is my fight career, and Mel and him trying to kill me. Is what it comes down to. They didn't actually, but metaphorically maybe.
She got a little upset about that story.
She did. She thought I was calling her the B word, and I was not. I am very respectful and of my promoter, and I'm looking forward to working with her again. Like last year sucked, so like for whatever reason, didn't happen. We don't need to get into any detail. I'm not one of these people who airs all my dirty laundry publicly. Like I'll make a few videos here and there that are like directly, pertaining to specific people, but I'm not one of these people who goes out there and like publicly complains about shit just because I don't think that's the way to get ahead, because you never know. You don't want to burn any bridges, and it's not like me and Mel were fighting. We just weren't necessarily agreeing on certain things, and which is fine. It happens in any relationship, but I was in getting my passport. Her and I were arguing as we do sometimes, and after that, I called out Stan, and then I think she was pretty happy with how things were going to turn out. I think she saw some of the potential in it, and like my goal is not just to fight people; it is to entertain people, and it is to build something, right? And so everybody I've reached out to in Edmonton is super stoked that we're going to fight out there again. Hopefully, some people come up from Calgary. I just want to promote the shit out of it, Tanner. I don't got a lot to talk about. I did watch the Super Bowl yesterday, which was awesome. I watched with a bunch of my CFL buddies, and it's hilarious. So Boogeyman Adam is a fucking hell of a chef, I'll tell you that. But let me tell you, for having some of the best hands in the CFL, he was dropping plates and glasses left, right, and center, man. I was like, because like nobody like picked up on it. I was like, hey man, like you have some of the all-time best hands in the CFL. Like, how are you dropping this shit? It was pretty funny. But that dude can cook a steak. I'll tell you that right now. It's impressive.
We actually sat down yesterday as a whole family and watched the Super Bowl. Yeah. We had nachos.
Yeah, I saw that. I would like some nachos, please, next time. You can invite me to your nacho party. Like, Dario is going to invite me to a pizza party one day.
He's never going to.
No, I know that. He does his best to stay away from me. Everybody thinks we're good social media friends, which is true. But that is also because he doesn't have to see me in person, because I think, he's probably quite happy down there in Florida, we'll say that.
Well, he calls about once a month and checks in with me, make sure I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
And then we continue on with life. I make fun of his friend Anthony.
Yeah. Old, what do they call that guy? Sloth. Hey, you guys.
Guy from the Goonies?
Yeah, he's the Goonies.
You want to wrap this fucking thing up? I feel like you got things to tell me that can't be said on here.
Correct.
All right, that's 10 minutes with the Boogeyman.
See ya.